My good friend Chris McNamara joins us in the studio. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Fun hanging out last night.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night you're doing a show called Big Walls, Base Jumps, New Trails, and it's a fundraiser for TAMBA. And you've moved here and you've had this great idea, this great concept that I think so many people at first, I might have been one of them, like, yeah, it won't work, I don't know. But you had an idea of trying to make a bike trail, a trail that would go all the way around Lake Tahoe. Maybe talk a little bit about that first.
Yeah, so this is for TAMBA. They're the Tahoe Area Mountain Bike Association. They basically build all the trails that we ride, all the new ones. And so what's really exciting is there's this opportunity, maybe it'll take 5 years, maybe it'll take 10, but you can take what's existing and add in just a few connections. Suddenly you'll be able to mountain bike around the lake. I think it might be one of the best trails in the country, maybe the world. The other cool thing about it is you'll be able to hike it a little more easily because you won't have to be a backpacker to go all the way around the lake.
Right, and this has gotten great traction with the U.S. Forest Service, with the state parks, with right, this is, it's
yeah,
really well supported.
Yeah, it's really kind of this magical time in Tahoe. It's like the golden age of trails where you have the Forest Service, you have all the different agencies are just really full of great people. You have all these volunteers that have kind of come forward, and so it's this great time to put all the pieces together and get a lot of great projects done.
Yeah, it's exciting. I know a lot of people are on board with this. The other thing that's really cool is when you moved to town, our other really good friend, Corey Rich, both of you guys have started businesses, or brought businesses, I should say, to Ski Run Boulevard, and you have a bit of a vision for that, and that's, of course, what we're going to do tomorrow night's slideshow, and that's part of this Making Tahoe Better plan.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big challenges with Tahoe sometimes is everyone's all spread out, and we were didn't have the best layout going into building this city where you have a lot of strip malls here, but it's actually not that hard if you give yourself enough time, you get enough people together to start changing that. And so there's so many people who have done a great job of laying out kind of what the future of Tahoe will be with these downtown areas where you'll really meet people and hang out. And Corey and I and you and everyone now is getting excited about kind of filling in those kind of plans that have been laid out with businesses and events. And so that's what we're doing on Ski Run Sunday, is just kind of bringing out all the people and kind of bringing the community together.
No, it's awesome. I mean, I've been saying, if we can get the film festival, our Tahoe Adventure Film Festival going, that brings a lot of people together, but that's one night out of the whole year. We've been talking about this. Let's create some sort of presentations that are interesting to people that then raise money back in the community. And the Blue Angel's been great. They have that space upstairs is cool. It feels somewhat intimate. It feels a little bit exclusive to get to come to wings. Like when we had Tommy Caldwell, who's a very well-known climber, friend of ours, do that presentation. I mean, people were like, this is amazing to come see him. So talk a little bit about what your show is about tomorrow night.
So my show is kind of just my life story, a little bit of how I just got totally addicted to climbing El Capitan, climbed it 85 times, and was looking for, I kind of missed the golden age of big wall climbing. So what about this new sport called wingsuit base jumping? And it just happened that I got to show up at this moment in time where no one had jumped off anything in the U.S. All the good people were in Europe. And so it's kind of just the story of showing up in the U.S. and being like, man, nothing's been jumped off.
I remember.
And showing a lot of the videos from those first jumps.
How many new exits, which is like a first time to be jumped off something, it's called an exit. How many new exits did you do about in base jumping?
Probably maybe 12 kind of significant ones.
And then the one you almost went to jail for?
Well, there's a lot where I almost, and then there's the ones where I actually did go.
Right, that's true. Okay, yeah. Chris ended up in front of the judge in Arizona. I'm sure he'll tell that story on Sunday night.
Yeah.
But it was ultimately, I think the last words from the judge were, if I see you again, bring underwear and a toothbrush. Is that what it was?
He said, if I ever see you again, bring a toothbrush.
Chris McNamara, Outdoor Gear Lab. If you're sitting there right now, especially if you're going shopping, it's a great website to get reviews on gear and then buy at the best price. Tech Gear Lab is the latest, newest one. And then the show starts tomorrow night at 6:30. Anything else to add?
Just keep on coming out to all these events and make Tahoe better.
Right. It is true, because people, and that's a good point too, because people always say, and you've seen this, this, like, oh, I love what you guys are doing. It's great you guys are putting on these events. well, where were you Sunday night? Like, what it takes is people supporting it. So if you are out there right now, I'd go to Chris Mack's Facebook page, the Outdoor Gear Lab Facebook page, and you can purchase tickets through that. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Chris McNamara tomorrow night at the Blue Angel Cafe. We'll see you there 6:30 when we come back. Your 7-day Lake Tahoe forecast. Stay with us.